In this video, we're exploring the best zombie games on Nintendo Switch. Perfect for fans of undead action and survival. Of course, this is just our list, so if we missed one of your favorites, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your picks. If you want a zombie game that's scary without using jump scares, Darkwood is a great choice. Set in a creepy forest, you'll spend your days gathering supplies and crafting weapons, and your nights trying to survive. The game uses a top-down view and a fog of war effect, so you never know what's just out of sight. The eerie sound effects make the nights even more terrifying, especially when you hear monsters you can't see. The controls can feel a bit clunky on the Switch compared to the PC version, and there are some small performance issues. But these don't ruin the experience. The gameplay is intense, and losing items when you die adds to the challenge. Darkwood is perfect for fans of survival horror who want a game that's both scary and rewarding. Next up is Death Road to Canada, a fun and wild zombie survival game. It's all about taking a road trip from the US to Canada during a zombie apocalypse. You start by creating your characters, choosing traits and perks that affect your skills and gear. These choices really matter because they help you survive random events, zombie raids, and tough decisions. The game is full of surprises. One moment you're looting supplies, and the next you're deciding if you should trade food to learn how to throw cars. It's silly, unpredictable, and keeps you on your toes. What makes it even better is the local co-op mode. You can team up with a friend to face the zombie chaos together. If you want a zombie game that's both funny and challenging, Death Road to Canada is a great choice. Dead by Daylight is a 4 versus 1 multiplayer horror game where one player is the killer and the other 4 are survivors trying to escape. Survivors play in the third person, focusing on fixing generators and avoiding the killer, while the killer hunts in the first person. The game is exciting and intense, with moments of adrenaline but also stress, especially when teammates aren't helpful. The developers continue to update the game, but older characters still have balance issues and the community can sometimes be toxic. However, cosmetics are a fun part of the game, offering plenty of customization. New killers can introduce bugs, and there's a demand for better perks and gameplay changes. Despite these issues, Dead by Daylight offers thrilling gameplay and great visuals, and is a blast to play with friends. It has a lot of replay value, but does come with some downsides like high content costs and occasional bugs. Resident Evil 4 is a modern update of the 2005 classic, with smoother controls and exciting combat that feels better than ever. The game keeps the scary action horror vibe of the original, but makes it even more fun to play. The setting, a creepy Spanish countryside, is darker and more detailed this time. Enemies are smarter, and you can use the environment to your advantage, making every fight feel unique. Ashley's AI is much better, the weapons are improved, and there's even more to explore around the lake. The graphics look amazing thanks to Capcom's RE engine, and the sound effects make the game even scarier. The story moves quickly, with action and surprises around every corner, keeping you hooked the whole time. Whether you've played the original or not, Resident Evil 4 is a must-play. It's a thrilling zombie survival adventure that's just as exciting today as it was when it first came out. World War Z is a fun co-op shooter, best played with friends. You and your team work together to finish missions like blocking safe houses or planting explosives. It's a bit like Left 4 Dead, but there's nothing really new in the game. There are 11 missions, and while they are fun at first, they can feel the same after a while. The special zombies aren't very different, and the weapons don't feel exciting, except for the crossbow, which is cool. The class system adds some variety, but leveling up can take time. The game looks good, with huge zombie hordes and cool environments. But the AI teammates aren't very helpful, so it's better to play with a full team of friends. The PvP mode is basic. World War Z is a good zombie shooter, but it can get repetitive. It's best played with friends for some fun co-op action. Resident Evil 5 is a great zombie game, especially if you enjoy action and co-op gameplay. Unlike older Resident Evil games, this one focuses more on fast-paced combat than spooky survival horror. The story is set in Kijuju, a fictional African region, where you play as Chris Redfield and Shiva Alomar. Together, you fight against parasitically infected enemies. The game is perfect for co-op, offering split-screen and online modes, making it fun to play with friends. However, if you play solo, Shiva's AI can sometimes make poor decisions with resources, which can get frustrating. With its beautiful environments, upgradable weapons, and exciting mercenaries, there's plenty to keep you hooked. While it's not as scary as older titles, Resident Evil 5 stands out for its intense action and replay value. Want a thrilling zombie experience? This game is worth trying. Dying Light. Platinum Edition is an interesting zombie game. It comes with the main game and all the extra content, so you get a lot to play. The game still has exciting parkour action with fast chases and smooth movement, just like the original. The game stays at a smooth 30 frames per second, even during big zombie fights, and the controls feel tight and responsive. The graphics aren't as sharp as on some consoles, especially when docked, but it looks good on the handheld screen. You can also see far into the distance, which helps you plan your moves when jumping across rooftops or avoiding zombies. In short, Dying Light. Platinum Edition is one of the best fun games. It's fun for both new players and those coming back to the game. Plants vs. Zombies. Battle for Neighborville is a fun game for casual players. It has a cool variety of plants and zombies, each with special powers that let you play in different ways. Characters like the pea shooter and Nightcap bring a lot of personality to the game, making it fun to try out new ones. The game's multiplayer modes like Battle Arena and Turf Takeover are exciting and fast-paced. Playing with friends can be a lot of fun, but bigger matches can get chaotic, and the maps can feel messy, making some parts of the game frustrating. The single-player campaigns can get boring, with lots of repetitive tasks and tough boss fights that feel like a chore. Playing alone can be tricky, especially with certain characters that work better in teams. Even though the game has some issues, it's great for multiplayer action. Leveling up characters and trying out different abilities adds a lot of fun. However, the new paid cosmetic items might bother some players. Red Dead Redemption. Undead Nightmare is a game for players who love the Wild West and zombies. This DLC changes the serious world of Red Dead Redemption into a fun, zombie-filled adventure. You play as John Marston, fighting zombies after a strange outbreak. It has a B-movie horror feel, with a mix of fun and creepy moments. The game adds cool new weapons like Holy Water and the Blunderbuss to help you fight the undead. You'll also face new zombie enemies and explore changed versions of old towns. There are graveyards to clear and fun side missions to do. You can even ride zombie horses and meet creepy creatures like the 4 Horses of the Apocalypse. It also comes with 2 multiplayer modes, so you can play with friends. Even though there are a few small issues, the game gives you over 6 hours of fun for a great price. Whether you're a big fan of the series or just love zombie games, Undead Nightmare is a fun experience you shouldn't miss. Stalker Call of Pripyat is a thrilling zombie game set in the dangerous, radiation-filled zone near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. It's a prequel to Shadow of Chernobyl. In this game, you play as Alex Degtyarev, a soldier sent to find missing helicopters. The game features large, open areas full of dangerous creatures and environmental threats. Instead of leveling up, you get stronger by finding or buying better weapons and armor. Survival is key, with weapons that break down and constant danger from all sides. Combat can get chaotic, but the real focus is on the tense, creepy atmosphere of the game. While the voice acting and quests can sometimes be weak, the game's world is still immersive. Zombie Army 4. Dead War is an action-packed shooter set in 1940s Europe, where you and up to 3 friends fight off hordes of zombies following Zombie Hitler's defeat. The undead have risen again, stronger than ever, and players battle across locations like Italy to uncover a sinister plot threatening humanity. The co-op mode is the game's highlight, with exciting missions involving zombie waves, creepy canals, and giant boss battles. As you progress, you unlock weapon upgrades to customize your gear for more effective zombie slaying. However, the game has some downsides. The gameplay can get repetitive, and some content, including missions and weapons, is locked behind paid DLCs, which can be frustrating. The voice acting for the main characters occasionally feels flat, and there are glitches like issues with item pickups near walls or stairs. Despite these problems, Zombie Army 4 is still a fun experience, especially for co-op players who enjoy fighting the undead together. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our list of the best zombie games on Nintendo Switch. If we missed any of your favorites, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your suggestions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more gaming content. See you next time!